Well, the time has arrived. The summer is almost over, and parents, teachers, and students, and now administrators are getting ready for a new school year. I've had the privilege for the last 2 days of spending time with our principals, assistant principals, and coordinators and district staff as we prepare for the new school year. We're excited about what we have to offer, and we're excited to have our teachers come back and join us, and super excited to have our students come back on August the 10th. It is awfully hot this summer, so we want everybody to relax and get ready for school. Parents, you can take your children on last-minute shopping trips. Please take them out of town, go to the beach, your last trip to the mountains, or wherever it might be for the last time, because we want your students ready to learn and ready to get after it this year in school year 16-17. We're excited about the past, we're super excited about the future, and we look forward to this next school year.
Summer slide is a big concern for educators and parents alike. For 6 weeks during the summer, several schools around Marion County provide a fun and hands-on learning experience for our students. STEMCON is that experience.
Well, definitely Marion County is concerned about summer slide, and so this program is definitely one thing that was developed that would help us prevent summer slide. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and so it's a way that students are given real-world project-based activities, and so they immerses all of the subjects together so that they're not back in the day when we would look at each other and say, why are we learning this? They know why they're learning this because they're given a real scenario.
Thursday is their favorite day because we do the hands-on group building activity. So just between the fun, all of the anxiety of school is off of them. It's just building things, and they're learning in a fun environment. So we are learning about drag, and our science project this week is on how to keep an airplane afloat. So we're tying that to parachuting. So their task today is to design a parachute using various materials, and they are trying to keep it up the longest and land on a specific target.
Parents were also able to get in on the action.
We definitely wanted to involve the parents as well. So because when we know we have the parents involved, then it's extending the education from the school to the home. And so Title I created these parent take-home projects, and each week they received a project. So they took it home on a Friday, and then the teachers provided incentives for them to bring it back. And it really was just, they created marshmallow launchers with balloons in a cup. They created a pom-pom launcher with spoons and rubber bands and popsicle sticks. They created spinny tops with CDs and golf ball tees. But with these projects, they were never told how to design it. It was, this is what you have, this is what we need you to create, and they would come to school with all of these wonderful projects that they completed with their parents at home, and then they would share with each other. Oh, I did it this way, oh, I did it this way, and then they could talk about it and then redesign it or borrow bits and pieces from each other to make a better product.
This project's doing it with the parents, brings the kids closer to the parents. It's like a bonding thing because they're learning, and if it's fun, it leaves good memories. As soon as I heard the marshmallow tower, I was like, that's what we're doing first.
With the start of school just 2 weeks away, here's a to-do list to help you get ready. If your child is just starting school in Marion County, you can visit your school at any time to register. We recommend doing this in advance to help avoid scenes like this on August 10th. If you're attending one of the schools which use uniforms, you can buy them ready to wear, have blank shirts monogrammed, or pick some up at various consignment stores. Be sure to check with your school for the specific requirements. If your student is entering 7th grade, by state law, they must have the Tdap vaccine before they will be allowed in class. And for high school students planning to participate in athletics, you need to make sure you get the required physicals and mandatory paperwork completed prior to the first day of practice. You can have the physicals done by your family doctor, chiropractor, or at various walk-in clinics. Also, check with your school for the start date of your sport. Some may begin before the first day of school. Some schools may have other specific requirements, including supply lists. Be sure to check with your particular school.
For most of us growing up, somewhere in our mid-teens,
Summertime driver's ed became our rite of passage into the world of mobility and greater independence. Driver's education is offered in Marion County Public Schools year-round, but in the summer, a crash course version of driver's education is offered for students to successfully obtain their driver's licenses.
It's pretty intense during the summer because they have to take 2 tests a day in order to make sure that they complete the full coursework that's normal 3.5 months of school. We take around 20 students for 2 sessions. Each session is 3 weeks, and the students come in and they have to have their restricted driver's license to participate. It consists of driving on the range, and then they also go out on the road and they have book work that they have to do. Each day they come out on the range, a morning session and an afternoon session. And then the group that's not on the range, they go out on the road. One group goes on the road of 3 students at a time, and they're the same about an hour and a half. They have the highway mileage that they have to log. And then it teaches them how to maneuver through cones, how to stop, turn, back up, parallel park, and they have to learn all the rules. They have to learn the signs. They have to learn all about motor vehicle safety. They have to learn how to operate the vehicle, what they need to do in an emergency situation. They also watch videos, and the videos are pretty intense too. They watch videos on car crashes, DUIs, texting and driving. The students take it seriously. Some of them come in and they think that it might just be, oh, I can just show up and get my certificate and then I can move on. But as they've gotten here, about the second day, they realize it's pretty serious, that they're responsible for these motor vehicles. Out on the highway, it could be used as a weapon towards something if they're not careful about, how they operate it. It's a very intense program because they're here every day at 8 o'clock in the morning and they don't leave until 3:30 or 3:45. And it's solid, it's all day. They have 2 breaks a day and a 30-minute lunch. And so after about the second day, they realize that this isn't a cakewalk, that this is, serious stuff.
During the summer, what we do, the big jobs that come in during the course of the year that we can't down the buses at the time of the year, an engine, a transmission, small leaks and stuff that we can't perform during the school year, we bring them in during the summertime. We target all of our big jobs. We do engine overhauls, transmissions overhauls, and one of the biggest things this year I'm really trying to target is get the AC system fixed in all the buses. I got with all the technicians this year because I know it's very hot. We have older buses that's in the fleet. There's a lot of AC issues that we have that you can't get them fixed during the course of the year. So we really tried hard at all the zones, not just the main shop, all the zones to bring them in, do all repairs that we need, plus do the AC work and get them done before school starts this year. There'll be some we won't, but we will target them once school starts, once we get them spared out. That's one of my major goals this year, is get the AC fixed. During the course of the summer, we put guys on it. We try to tag team it, get the parts in, get them ordered, and try to get it changed as quick as possible. But summertime, that is our goal, to target these big jobs. You have an engine trouble that don't perform correctly, we try to get it through the school year or downtime, whether it's summertime or right before Christmas break, where we can bring it in and address the issue and work with get it what it needs and put it back into service correctly.